Namaste everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel English Raju. In this video, we are going to discuss the difference among sentence, clause and phrase. In my previous videos, I have given the information about the introduction, parts of sentences and types of sentences. So here, I request everyone to watch the video, and if you like it, please subscribe my channel. So now here we are going to discuss one of the prominent topics, that is sentence, clause, phrase. Most of you get confusion over these three topics because they are similar, but there is a lot of difference among these. So that difference we are going to discuss now. Without wasting your time, I'm going to start. So as we discussed in the previous video, sentence means group of words which gives complete meaning. Sentence means group of words which gives complete meaning. And remember always, sentence must give complete meaning every time. It is a group of words and it has to give the meaning. Every moment and every time it has to give the meaning. Then we consider it as a sentence. And sometimes if you wanted to make a sentence, it is a group of sentences, but they are considered as clauses. Sometimes if you wanted to get the meaning for the group of words, we need some group of clauses. Either it may be 2 clauses or 3 clauses also. But after that 2 to 3 clauses, or after the combination of 2 to 3 clauses, it gives the complete meaning. In that situation also we consider it as sentence. Let me tell you one example here. If it rains, group of words, but hasn't given complete meaning. If it rains, so we should consider this as a clause. We should consider this as a clause, but not a sentence. If it rains, I shall carry an umbrella. It has given complete meaning. Here, 2 clauses there. If it rains, 1 clause, I shall carry an umbrella, 1 clause. So, when I combine these 2 clauses, it has given a complete meaning. It has given a complete meaning. So, automatically I should consider that as a sentence. So, sentence means group of words which gives a complete meaning, and it must give meaning always, and to give the complete meaning sometimes we need 2 or 3 clauses support also. And next, sentence never act as like a noun sentence, adjective sentence or adverb sentence. It never act as like that. Sentence means purely sentence. Okay. And clause. What is clause? Most of the people, they consider clause and sentence both are similar, and mostly sometimes it is that and that is this. In such a way we are in the confusion. But we have a particular definition for this. Group of words contain a subject and predicate or verb. Because sentence is giving complete meaning always, but clause, it may give the meaning, it may not give the meaning. It may not give the meaning. So, clause is an advance to the sentence. It must give the meaning always, but sometimes it may not give complete meaning also. And this clause is a combination of sentences sometimes. And these clauses divided into 2 categories, that is, or 2 types, that is main clause, subordinate clause. And main clause we call it as an independent sentence. Subordinate clause we call it as dependent sentence. Independent, dependent. Now we need to discuss in deeper level. Suppose if I say a sentence, we are going to market. Perfect sentence. And it is not depending on any other sentence to fill its meaning. Like an employee wife. Do you understand here? Once again, independent sentence, dependent sentence. Clause means it is a combination, sometimes independent, sometimes dependent. If you understand this logic, you can do everything very easily. Try to note the point here. We are purchasing clothes. It has given complete meaning. It is an independent. So we call it as main clause. And of course, we can call it as sentence also. We can call it as sentence also. First point. Second point, as I mentioned, if I work hard, if I teach you this topic effectively, unless I listen to this video, unless I take precautions, when I was studying, please try to note these points. All these sentences haven't given complete meaning. If I work hard, group of words only, but it hasn't given any meaning. So something is lagging over here. It is going to depend on some other sentence to fulfill its meaning. So that we call it as dependent sentence, and according to the clause we call it as subordinate clause. Subordinate clause. If I work hard, subordinate clause. Unless I take precautions, meaning is incomplete. Something is left, something is lagging. So in such conditions, we call them as subordinate clauses. And directly I am telling you, a subordinate clause depends on main clause to give its complete meaning. If I work hard, I shall get good marks. If I teach well, you will understand easily. See, if the first sentence is a subordinate clause, we should consider the second sentence as main clause, because if I teach well, the meaning is incomplete. Meaning is incomplete. Something is lagging. So I should call it as subordinate clause. I should call it as subordinate clause. But main clause means it gives complete meaning. That's the reason building unit of sentences. Of course, main clause is perfectly a sentence, but clause in the sense a sentence or beyond the sentence also sometimes, because sometimes it may not give complete meaning. Sometimes it may not give complete meaning. Though it hasn't given complete meaning, it has subject and predicate or verb. Subject and predicate or verb. That is clause. And next come to the point of phrase. What is phrase here? Phrase is nothing but small group of words which do not give the complete meaning. It is a phrase. Phrase in the sense, one more definition also there, small group of words which adds meaning to the original sentence also, or to a sentence, which adds meaning to a sentence. Suppose in the ground, at the railway station, at the platform. Here group of words, but meaning is incomplete. Try to understand here, there is a lot of difference between subordinate clause and phrase, because phrase has subject. All my children, only subject. All my children, only subject is there. But subordinate clause also doesn't give complete meaning, but it has a sense, like it has a verb. Try to understand. If I work hard, it is a similar sentence, semi-sentence, but not giving complete meaning. But when you compare the if I work hard and all my children, there is a lot of difference. Please try to understand very clearly. Once again, phrase means group of words which doesn't give complete meaning. And the main purpose of phrase is just it is useful to add meaning to the sentence. It is useful to add meaning to the sentence. It has hardly the subject or adjectives, but not the verb. A phrase has hardly the subject or adjective or adverbs but not the verb. But where if you consider the subordinate clause, it is having perfect subject and predicate. That's a difference. And now here if you observe the sentence, it doesn't work as like noun, adjective or adverb. But when you consider the clause or phrase, they work as adjective clause, adverbial clause, noun clause. And when you come to the point of phrase, it works like noun phrase, adjective phrase, adverbial phrase, prepositional phrase. That is the difference here. Try to note the point very clearly here. Sentence means group of words which gives complete meaning. Perfect it is. Always gives complete meaning. And whenever it gives complete meaning, then only it is considered as sentence. But when it comes to the clause, it is beyond the sentence. Sometimes it may give the complete meaning. Sometimes it may depend on another sentence to give the complete meaning. That's the reason clause divided into two categories, that is main clause and subordinate clause. Main clause gives the complete meaning, where subordinate clause depends on the main clause. Like if I work hard, I will get success. If I work hard is the subordinate clause, I will get success is the main clause, because it is an independent sentence. But when it comes to the phrase topic, it is completely different, just a group of words, like a subject, that's all, like a subject. And especially we use the phrase to add meaning to a sentence, And now as we know the definition of noun, name, adjective, describing a noun or pronoun, adverb, describing adjective or verb, speaking something about verb or adjective. And a preposition means it is placed before a noun or pronoun to give the complete meaning. Of course, we shall discuss in deeper level at the topic of parts of speech individually. But right now, try to understand the topic. He is a boy who is lazy. Generally, lazy is a quality of he here. Who is lazy? He. And this sentence speaks about the laziness of a boy. As it is speaking the quality of the noun, we should consider that as an adjective. And finally it is called as adjective clause, because here he is a boy, main clause, because it is giving complete meaning. Who is lazy? Incomplete sentence. So we should call it as subordinate clause. And as we have the clauses here, or two sentences, not sentences, but I am saying here, two clauses here, as it is speaking about a boy who is lazy or a boy whose quality is mentioned. So I should consider this as adjective clause. Next, she came when it was raining. Here, are we speaking about raining? No, we are speaking about her arrival when it was raining. We are speaking about her arrival. Arrival in the sense verb. Came in the sense verb. And we are speaking about the quality of arrival. Though it was raining, she has come. Or she came. Though it was raining, she came. As it was raining, the quality. See, she came when it was raining. So, it is speaking about the quality or the work was done when something was going on. So that we consider it as adverbial clause. Because adverb means when something is describing about verb or adjective. Speaking something about verb or adjective, then we call it as adverb. So as it was speaking about her arrival when it was raining, we consider this as adverbial clause. And Abhi says that he will listen. Abhi says that he will listen. So here we are stressing the topic of not about listening. Abhi. The importance is given to Abhi. That's the reason we call it as noun clause. Simply I can tell you one thing here. In clauses, when you have main clause and subordinate clause, according to the importance we should consider the clause. If the importance or if the priority is given to noun, noun clause. If the priority is given to adjective, adjective clause. If the priority is given to adverb, adverbial clause. So this clause can act as noun clause, adjective clause or adverbial clause. And next, when it comes to the phrase, it is also completely different again. We have noun phrase, all my children, speaking about the children nothing but noun. And very happy with his work, person's quality here, the work in the sense. So we consider this as adjectival phrase. And especially softly, the quality of the work or something, that's the reason adverbial phrase. After a long walk, this is a preposition. That's the reason we call it as prepositional phrase. Prepositional phrase. So, dear friends, here we have discussed the difference among sentence, clause, phrase. I hope it is very clear to all of you. There is a slight difference that we need to understand. Sentence means group of words, complete meaning always. Clause means group of words, sometimes complete meaning, sometimes dependent meaning. That's the reason main clause and subordinate clause. And phrase means group of words which gives or which adds meaning to the sentence. So it doesn't have complete idea, but clause and phrase will work as noun, adjective and adverb also, and phrase is working additionally prepositional also. Now one more point is left. When you consider the clauses, if it is having only one main clause, direct sentence, only single sentence, then it is called as simple sentence. It is called as simple sentence, because in the sentences we have the topic of simple, compound, complex, very tough topic. Generally in the examination also most of the people face the trouble with this topic, but in the simple manner I will tell you in the next videos. But right now just an idea I am going to give you. Simple sentence means only one independent or only one main clause. I am teaching you. They are walking along the road. I bought a watch. So these are all the a single sentence, or it has only one verb. It has only one verb. So bachelor or spinster. So in such a way we consider them as simple sentences. Simple sentence, when you have only one main clause or when you have only one verb, that is called as simple sentence. Next, complex. I hope everyone knows complex. Nowadays complex are very common. What is complex? First ground floor, next constructing the building. Suppose I purchase the ground floor, you purchased first floor, second, third, fourth, fifth. Unfortunately, due to some reasons, if I wanted to break the ground floor, what is the rest of floors? Collapsed. That means here all the rest of floors are depending on one particular ground floor. That is called as complex. Same way, complex sentence in the sense all the rest of sentences depend on one particular main clause. That's the reason here I mentioned one dependent sentence, one independent sentence, completely it has given one meaning. Let me tell you one example here. When I go to Agra. When I go to Agra. What kind of sentence? Independent sentence. Subordinate clause. I shall visit Taj Mahal. Independent sentence. I shall visit Taj Mahal. It is perfectly independent sentence. So we should consider it as main clause. One subordinate clause, one main clause. The combination of one subordinate and one main clause is considered as complex sentence. Complex sentence because it depends on the independent sentence, as like ground floor depends on the rest of floors, or rest of floors depend on the ground floor. Complex means, do you understand? Simple sentence means only one main clause. Complex means one subordinate, one main clause. Okay, next compound sentence. Generally, when we construct the home, do we have the compound walls? What is the meaning of compound wall? This side, and this side all together are joined, and in the middle we have a gate. Suppose I was frustrated and I have broken the side wall. Anything will happen to these walls? Nothing, because individual. This side broken, nothing happens. So here compound in the sense individual. Every sentence is main clause, but all the sentences are gathered, are combined. I have entered the theater. Main clause only, perfectly meaningful. And I have watched the whole movie. I have watched the whole movie. Perfectly independent sentence. So both are independent sentences. So when you add all the main clauses as one idea, at that moment we consider that as compound sentence. Compound sentence. So simple sentence means single idea, single verb, single sentence. Complex means single idea with one subordinate, one main clause. And compound sentence, single idea with various main clauses. So all these three come under the category of sentences only. Simple sentence, compound sentence, complex sentence. Okay, so I hope this theme is very clear to all of you. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you all.